the hunting gear guy. I just wanted to take a quick look at this Tokarev SVT 40. I saw a couple videos online, and you know, I thought I'd throw my thoughts into the mix. I'm just going to zoom in just a little bit to get a better picture here. Now, this particular rifle is made in 1941. I'm not going to really talk a lot about the history of these things or military significance. This is a hunting gear channel, so I mean there are some really cool things about the history of this rifle. By all means, go to the websites or the videos that are going to feature those. I'm just going to talk about this thing in terms of just a fun rifle and a rifle that you can go hunting with. Here in Canada, there are a lot of these things coming into country, and they're coming in at around $200–250 a pop. These are refurbished rifles. Most of the rifles that you see will have a purplish bolt, and because these rifles have been refurbished, they have lost quite a bit of value in terms of collectability and historical significance. So you know, some of the purists out there might be crying foul already about the polished bolt. In terms of this rifle, I'm not treating it like a collector. More power to you, all the guys who are collecting these things and keeping them all factory original. I wanted mine to be a little bit more unique. This bolt is so much easier to clean after polishing it like this that I'd do it again in a heartbeat. I mean, 7.62 by 54, or at least the stuff that I've got, is super dirty, and I really like having the rifle easier to clean. That's a lot more important to me than historical significance and collectability. Just in terms of being able to hunt with this thing, it does have a graduated rear sight. Let me see if I can grab that. So you can set it for distance, and it is pretty accurate for the light ball ammo that it's supposed to fire. For a lot of the hunting stuff, if you're getting a little bit heavier, it might be a little bit off. Personally, I had this thing set for 500 yards, and I was hitting a 30 by 30 inch steel plate about 4 out of every 5 times. That's not all that bad, you know, considering firing at 500 yards with just iron sights is a little bit tough. I'm left-eye dominant, but a right-hand shooter, so my eyes do get a little bit wonky shooting iron sights. That said, I can still hit steel with this thing at 500 yards, no problem at all. So it does have some accuracy built into it. Interestingly, the bolt is a tilting bolt design, so I don't know if you can see that, but let's see if I can get it in there. There we go. The bolt actually rides in this bolt carrier and kind of slides up and locks into place here along the breech. So kind of an interesting style. It is used in some German rifles right now, but not used as much over top of just using like front lugs on these things. The main thing that I would say that would dissuade you from using this thing as a hunting rifle, it can't really be scoped. You can find some that have receiver grooves on the back here, and you can use a reproduction sight on it. They're not super fantastic. You still need to pull all this stuff off when you clean it after shooting corrosive. You have to pull pretty much everything off this rifle. And disassembly is a bit of a pain in the butt. One of the things you can do that makes things a little bit easier is to use an aftermarket gas plug on this thing. I'm just going to see if I can pull it out. So I'll give you guys a little preview. There's better disassembly videos on the internet, so if you wanted to see like a full disassembly, go check one of those out. I'm just going to do a real basic one. First thing, just pop out the cleaning rod. I just want to show you guys this cool stainless steel plug I've got in here. That's another pain in the butt about these things. You know, the sling loop here has to move for you to really get it off, so your sling kind of has to go along for the ride. Top off, handguard off, and you can see here already that you know, if you've got one that's refurbed, it won't come with one of these. This is a stainless steel gas, I think cup is what it's called. And then on just below that, just a second, I'm gonna lock back the bolt. There we go. And just below that, stainless steel, gas piston, gas tap, I'm not quite sure, gas piston I'm going to go with, and the cup over top. Advantage being these two parts corrode like crazy, and when you're shooting corrosive ammo, if you don't get them squeaky clean, you're going to get rust, it's going to seize up, it's going to corrode bad. It's one thing getting the barrel and getting the bolt clean. These two are a little bit finicky, and you have to make sure they're absolutely clean. So I like the fact that with these two add-ons, it makes it a lot easier to clean. I still have my factory ones if I really wanted to slap them on, but keep in mind I am using this thing just for fun and just for hunting as well. In terms of hunting, it does come with I've got the 2-port, or 4 if you want to really count on both sides here, but muzzle brake. So recoil on this thing, not like is very, very acceptable. You might see some that have the kind of like these 6 guild muzzle brakes on the front. Those are kind of cool too. I think these must have been cheaper when they were getting around to them. It does have an adjustable gas port right up here. I haven't got like anything decent out of this thing for reliability, so I've got mine set at 1.7, which is maximum gas. I dial it down if I got, you know, reliable bolt throwback, but I don't, so I'm leaving it at max for now. Other things to note about this rifle, just gonna see if I can zoom in a little bit there. It gets so dirty. It gets so unbelievably dirty, and that's probably 7.62 by 54. I'm just gonna show you guys here. I've got like just a clean Kleenex here. I cleaned this thing out last night. I spent about 15 minutes just, you know, doing the stuff to try to keep corrosive out of there, right? Cleaning the barrel, making sure that the barrel and the gas system are good. But again, just a Kleenex and a quick wipe. Keep in mind, I had this thing squeaky clean, and then I went and fired about 50 rounds of corrosive through it. And it gets pretty dirty pretty quick. So keep that in mind. If you want a low maintenance rifle, don't get one of these things. They're a bit of a pain in the butt to disassemble. Definitely not like a bolt action rifle or anything like that, but a lot of fun to shoot and a lot of fun to take out to the range as well. Super cheap ammo, and you know, pretty much a hoot for, you know, considering they're $250 right now, and an S-Gas is right around $200 as well. This is some nice full power fun.